Good day, Stewart's Chapel. Brother Don here and Don Counts. We're at Stonebridge Park and it's Friday's devotion. We're in Jonah and we're in Jonah chapter 1 and we're looking at one verse, verse 6. Jonah chapter 1, verse 6. So the captain came to him, that is to Jonah, the dove, and said to him, "What do you mean, sleeper? Arise, call on your God. Perhaps your God will consider us so that we may not perish." What an incredible verse. So we may not perish. Call upon your God that we may not perish. You know, the captain had no idea about John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish. John 3:16 was long after Jonah. But Jonah did know the heart of God, and he knew that God truly wasn't willing anyone should perish. Not this captain, not the sailors, not the people of Nineveh. The problem, though, was Jonah didn't care. Jonah wanted to be the one who determined who should be saved and who should not. This passage, this cry of the captain sounds, well, it's filled with emotion. It's almost like he can't believe it. I don't know who told the captain that Jonah was down in the bottom of the ship asleep. But notice, he doesn't send a sailor. He himself goes down and asks the question. The Lord of the ship says to the one that was hiding in the ship, "What are you doing? Do you not care that others are perishing?" I guess the Lord could ask us that question often. You see, I'm afraid that we often get in that shape. Lukewarmness will cause us not to care. Sometimes this idea of being saved and secure can foster an attitude of not caring as well. I mean, why bother? I'm okay. I'm saved and secured. Who cares about anyone else? That's pretty much Jonah's attitude. You say, well, that's not my attitude. Are you sure? Are you sure that's not your attitude? Well, let me ask you a question. You do know of the Great Commission. You do know that the Lord says to you, He wrote it down for you and I to go and to tell the world of what Jesus has done and the plan of salvation. You know that. That's no surprise to you. So you know you've been sent just like Jonah. So tell me, when's the last person that you walked up to and didn't tell them about your church, didn't tell them about your devotion, but you told them about what Jesus could do for them? When was the last time you've done that? So you tell me that you care. But you don't have a name. You can't even remember when. You're too busy. You see, the truth is, we all are more like Jonah than we realize, aren't we? And that's not a good thing. The captain says to Jonah, "What are you doing? Do you not care that the rest of us are perishing?" Love you, Stewart's Chapel.